right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Waharakha Kodash, which Yahweh, that's the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai, that's whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, that's his true name. And the Rakha Kodash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach on the scriptures. And salutations to all the brothers out there who are pushing his word in all truth and in all sincerity. And I want to get into a lesson that's going to be a skillful adding to this video that I saw done by the elder Manat Zakba out there in South Carolina. And pretty much he found this video of this Edomite, woman, okay, this Christian. And she was going into how she's now questioning her faith, all right? And there was two things in particular that, struck a chord. And it was in Romans, the 9th chapter, I believe, okay? And it talks about how the Lord's going to have mercy on whom he's going to have mercy on, okay? That was one of the she read several verses in Romans, the 9th chapter, but that was like the main verse that that bothered her, all right. And the other one was in Psalms 137, where it talks about how their little ones are going to get dashed into pieces, okay? You see? And like the elder Manat Zakba said, all right, which, I completely agree with, this woman, the reason why she's, questioning her faith now is because she definitely heard one of the, Hebrew Israelites, all right, whether it be GMS, all right, whether it be, ISUPK, IUIC, Sakari, etc. She definitely heard Hebrew Israelites preaching, all right, the word. And she started doing a little bit of research on Esau, all right, because really both of those chapters, when you read up a little bit above of those two verses that I mentioned, they talk about Esau, okay? And you see, it basically it hit her, okay, that the so-called white race are the biblical Edomites. That's one, and the second thing is they are not going to have a good ending, okay? You see, and she even admitted it herself. She's been in the church, for her whole life, and she was taught that God loves everybody, that he's going to forgive everybody, and that, it's that we're all big, happy family. We're going to give each other hugs, basically. All right, we're all going to live happily ever after. And see, with this truth coming out, that's, that's basically destroying all these lies, all right? And you see, the truth of the Bible is that the Israelites, okay, are going to wake up in the land of their captivity, okay? They're going to wake up to who they are. And the remnant of our people, in specific, are going to wake up. They're going to get saved. And then after that, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's going to put down the Edomites. And these Edomites, they're going to go into hardcore slavery also, along with the other heathens, all right? But see, the difference between Esau and the other heathens is Esau is going to have no mercy. Esau is going to be completely obliterated, all right? You see? And that's really bothering a lot of these, white Christians, man, all right? Or Edomite Christians. It's really, really bothering them. That's why the elder entitled his video, "The Esau thing is disturbing Christians." You see? It's really, really making them uncomfortable. All right, and it should, because if you are an Edomite, you're destined for slavery and destruction, and that's not a good ending. You see that judgment's finally coming, man, and they're getting nervous about it. So you're not going to be able to run away from it this time, man. Okay, you're gonna have to pay your tab and man up. All right, but I got a couple scriptures. All right, and I want to get into how Esau is gonna be basically annihilated, man. Okay, well, let's start off with this. This is Jeremiah 49:10, and it reads here: "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." And see, we're in that time period right now, okay, where Esau, all right, the so-called white man, or what they say, white race, right? They're being made bare, all right? Everyone now knows that they are the Edomites, okay? You have your average Jakes out here that actually know that they're Israelites, and that these people are the Edomites, and vice versa. Okay, it's becoming a common speech and common talk now. Okay, and it says here, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And you see, eventually their whole seed line is about to be spoiled, man. Okay, from the greatest to the least, from the man to the woman to the child to the elderly. Okay, they're all going to be spoiled, man. They're basically getting stripped from their power right now. And then eventually the Lord's literally going to take everything from them. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me keep reading. Verse 11: Leave thy fatherless children, and I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh: Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And you see, we the Israelites had to deal with our punishment, all right? And the Lord messed us up, okay? All right, from the so-called blacks to the so-called Latinos to the so-called Native Americans, all right, who are the Israelites. We dealt and are still dealing with our punishment as we speak, all right? And you see, these Edomites, they know the history, okay, of our people. They know about the hardcore slavery that happened, all right? They know about how they slaughtered all, not all, but a chunk of the Native Americans, okay? They know how they got all these lands out here in America. They know about the buck breaking. They know about the hangings, the castrations, the rapes. They know about things like the Trail of Tears, okay? The Alamo, so on and so forth. They know about these things, man. All right, these are just a few things that I can think of, man. They know what goes on, within our communities right now. And that a lot of it is done by, design. Okay? And that's our punishments. And it says that they're going to get punished. See, they're scared, man. They're scared of it. That's why they don't want to deal with this. And that's why a lot of them are losing their so-called faith in Christianity. And they're really mad. At the end of the day, they're mad. But see, this is what happens, when you've been sowing nothing but wickedness and evils and crimes. Now you got to reap all these things. You got to reap the punishments of those actions. See? But let me keep reading. This is Jeremiah 49:13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra, all right, which Basra was a chief city of Esau, Edom, okay? So this is just basically talking about all you Edomites. That Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. You see, this is what's coming. Okay? The desolation. The destruction, okay? You're going to be a curse in this earth. See, right now, you're exalted. As the high ones of this world right now. You're the best of the best, That's why everyone, for the most part, is on your jock still. But eventually, you're going to be looked at as a disease. Okay, people are going to be, disgusted with you. They're going to hate you. And it's already happening. But I'm saying no one's going to like you. Okay? You're not going to be the hunk of the earth anymore. See? But let's keep reading. Let's get a couple more of these scriptures. Let's get Amos, the first chapter. All right. Amos chapter 1, verse 11. And it reads here, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. See, this stuff is coming to you. You're not going to be able to run away. Okay? Because he did pursue his brother, talking about the Israelites, with the sword, and he did cast off all pity. And that's evident. You guys have, what you would say, you have done inhumane things to us. Okay? Like I mentioned a couple things. You've castrated us. Okay? You've done buck breaking. You've raped, not even adults, man. Okay? You've raped our children, little children. Okay? You have, this is what you did to a lot of the so-called, Latin tribes. Okay? When the Spaniards came to the Americas, what they would do is when they saw a pregnant woman, right, they would slice her stomach open, take the baby out, and chop it up, just to see how sharp their sword was. Those are some inhumane acts. And then fast forward to today's time period. Okay, you give us the for lack of words, the top punishments. When we commit a crime. All right, we get the full time. Okay. We could barely get loans, homes, houses. And we're the first fired, last hired. We're constantly getting pulled over by police, all right, just because of our appearance, etc. Man, you have no pity on our people. So when the kingdom comes, we're going to have no pity on you. And see, that you guys have a problem with that. Hey, but it is what it is. And it says here, let me keep reading. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which that was just it's just a tribe of Esau. Okay, which this just represents Esau as a whole. Which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Okay, see, the Lord, he's about to send that fire, man. Okay, it's about to send that fire, and you Edomites, you're not going to rebuild ever again. Okay, you're not. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. We're going to read this whole chapter. I'm going to try to go through it quickly, but through the Spirit, we have to read all of this, because this is a heavy chapter, man. All right. This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, which that was the capital of the Edomites. All right, that was their capital. All right, of the land of Esau. Okay? So this is just talking about you Edomites again, okay? And prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. See, the Lord, he's going to do all these things, okay? I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Seest thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And this is why these things are coming upon your head, because you love blood. So blood is now going to pursue you. You had no mercy, okay? Hey, you're a killing machine, man. This is all you know, okay? You can't be, talked to, okay? You can't be negotiated with, so to speak. The only language you speak is violence, okay? But see, when violence comes your way, then you want to cry, complain, ask for mercy, so on and so forth. All right? That's what you all do. But see, when it's the other way around, when you're the one who's beating somebody else up, so to speak, it's A-okay. They just got to man up. You're a sick people, man. That's why the Lord's going to destroy you. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and all thy rivers shall they fall. So like in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Okay, let me keep reading. So you're going to know that this is the Lord's doing, okay, when this is all said and done. It says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries, which that is representation, okay, of the northern and southern kingdom, all right, which basically that's, the Israelites, right? It says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And you see, the energy that you've given to us Israelites, it's gonna go back to you. All right. And you reap what you sow, okay? This is why this is happening. So that's why when these Edomites cry, complain, get angry, get frustrated, look, man, we don't care. We don't care. All right, we don't. The hell with you. This is your judgment, and it's coming. Let's keep reading. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them, and you have. All right, you believe that your science is more superior than the Most High. You believe that your philosophies are more superior than the Most High. Better, okay? Then if there is a God, it has to be you, according to you guys. All the depictions of the Most High are an Edomite. All the angels are Edomites. Okay, all the prophets, the apostles, the disciples, all the saints, they're all Edomites. Those are blasphemies, man. You are the wicked. You're just mad because you're ultimately a reject. Just keep reading. Ezekiel 35:14. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, When the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. And that's going into when we're in the kingdom. What does the scripture say? What? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You see? Once we're in authority, that's when you're going to be made desolate. And that goes into the prophecies of Obadiah. How you're going to be made stubble. There's going to be none of the house of Esau remaining. Okay? Let me keep reading. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, in all Idumea, which that's the Greek way of saying Edom, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Okay? So this is the judgment that's coming, man. All right? This is the judgment that's coming. Let's get Psalms 137. All right, which, hey, this is what the Edomite woman brought out. Okay, that's Psalms 137. And this is not a good chapter for you Edomites. And actually, you know what's funny, man? When you read up above, it talks about our captivity, our destruction. You know. And then the latter end of the chapter, it goes into your destruction, man. You know? You see, I'll say this. The earth was given into your hands for one, a moment, and then two, first. Okay? You know, you Edomites, you got the rule, the rulership, before us Israelites. But see, the difference between our rulership and yours is but for a moment. It's temporary. Okay? And ours is going to be an everlasting one. You see? Ours is going to be everlasting, and the reason why is because we're going to rule in righteousness. See, you Edomites, you rule in wickedness, so it's not going to flourish. Okay? It's corrupt. And it's going to fall apart. And it is falling apart. We see it. The Edomite structure is literally collapsing right before our eyes, man. But let me get this. Let me keep reading this. This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. And, they've tried to do what to us? Completely wipe us out. Okay? Many of times, too. Okay? This stuff goes back, generations and generations and generations, okay? They've been trying to do this for a long time. All right? Let's keep reading. O daughter of Babylon, you see? And there's a reason why I brought that out. You are the daughter of Babylon, okay? Who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And you see, that Edomite woman, when you watch that video, she was talking about how this is supposed to be more like symbolic. It wasn't, really talking about the, basically the Israelites, doing this to the Edomites, to these children. It was just, men that were just angry because they were in captivity. Look, man, no, this is going to happen. Look, you Edomites did it to us. See, that's the thing, man. And this is the harsh reality. This is critical race facts, okay, not theories. You Edomites literally did this to our children. All right, hey, I'll name two things, okay? Two wicked things you've done to our infants. One of them was you used them as gator bait, okay? And the second thing is the one that I mentioned earlier, how you used to cut open the Latin tribes' women's stomach, grab the babies out of their stomach, and then chop the babies into pieces, just to see how sharp your sword is. Okay? And so when it's your time, don't complain. I'm gonna put it like that. All right. So no, this is gonna happen to you. You're not gonna try to finesse to get out of it. There is no finessing, man. There is none. Okay? Well, let's get this Revelation 18:1 now. It's like I said, there was a reason why I also brought that out too. Because it talked about Babylon. And I'll say this. Babylon, all right, which that is America, okay? All right, that is America. Once America falls, all right, once this place gets burnt up, that's the downfall of you Edomites. It's over with then. Okay? It's just the beginning of your destruction. All right? Let's get this. This is Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And this is going into the aftermath, okay, of the destruction of America once those missiles hit this place. All right? And it reads here, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right, and that wine is going into the philosophies, all right? Democracy, feminism, the alphabet community, all right, etc., right? And it says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. You know, and that's going into us Israelites, all right, how we're supposed to spiritually come out of this place, all right? Change your ways, become that new man, that new creature, as the scriptures talk about, all right? Don't follow this place's ways, all right? See? It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. And you see, how are we going to do that if right now we're still in slavery? Okay, that right there, verse 6, is not talking about Babylon the Great. Okay, like the actual, this place, America. This is talking about you Edomites. Okay, you see, this right here is actually going into you Edomites, which you are what? The daughter of Babylon. We just read that in Psalms 137. So it told us to give you double. And you see, you Edomites you don't want to deal with the judgment. You don't want to deal with the hardcore slavery. You don't want to deal with the tortures, the agony, okay? The deaths that you're going to have to deal with, okay? And that's scaring you. That is really scaring you, man. That's why a lot of you aren't sleeping too well anymore. Then you're seeing your beloved country, okay, fall apart right before your eyes. You're seeing it. And this is why they're fighting so much now, man. Okay? You see? This is why they're all getting into the scriptures. Look, these Christians weren't talking about this stuff 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, all right? They weren't. Hey, they just kept reading John 3:16, a couple Psalms, all right? Read a few passages, in the Gospels, maybe a few in the epistles, and they called it a day, Made, talk about, Adam and Eve and Noah, and that was it, They weren't getting into these scriptures like we are now. Okay? But see, we're in that time period where the truth is coming out. And truth is making people feel very uncomfortable. And it's starting to, click with them. That's why you got, Edomites like the one that I just showed you on screen. How she's making videos trying to, say that things are, this is symbolic now. It's not literal. Okay, buddy. We'll see. Let me keep reading. This is Revelation 18:7 now. how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the mindset of the average Edomite. They don't believe that this, in specific, these Americans, they don't believe this place is ever going down. They don't believe the EU is ever going down. They don't believe NATO's going down. Okay? The beast system. And even if it does fall, they believe that, okay, if these things do occur, that we're going to rise back up and we'll be on top still. See, that's always in their mind, that even if this place does collapse, that somehow they're going to bounce back and still be on top. They can never see anybody else being in rulership. You know? And that's because of their pride. All right? But let's keep reading. Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. This is going into the destruction of America. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. All right? And you see, everything starts off with the destruction of America. Once this place falls, that's the end for these Edomites. Then they're going to be rounded up, captured, okay? They're going to get put into slavery. All right, deal with the worst slavery known to mankind. And then they're going to be ultimately destroyed, as it says in the book of Obadiah, which we're about to get right now. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1. And I'm going to start at 10. No, I'm going to start at 9. And then we're going to go down. This is the book of Obadiah chapter 1, verse 9. And this book is literally dedicated to Esau, Edom. All right. This is Obadiah 1 and 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay, so you're going to be cut off by slaughter. That doesn't sound good. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's why you are going to be eliminated, because of what you did to the children of Israel. Okay? And you see, these people, they don't want to deal with that. They want to sweep that under the rug, like it never happened. And then, like I said, and the things that are still occurring to this day, they want to sweep under the rug like it's not happening. But it is. And you got to deal with the judgment, the payback, okay? Now let's go down to 18. This is Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be as a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. You see, your seed line is going to be eliminated. Okay? Your seed line will be eliminated. And I'll say this. You know how we know the Edomites are still in power? 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Because look, we know that Esau's still around because the Israelites aren't in rulership. And I'll say this. If those people who are in the land of Israel are the true Israelites, right? The true people of the Lord, why is there still war in the world? Shouldn't there be peace? Shouldn't there be tranquility? And mind you, once the Israelites return to the homeland, that's when the peace and the safety, okay, and tranquility, occurs. So those people, they're clearly not the ones who they say that they are. All right. Let's get this. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 7. That answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? So that's how we know that Esau is still around. Okay? Because you got guys and scholars, they'll try to, say that, oh yeah, the Edomites they're done away with. All right, well, if that were to, if those prophecies were to be fulfilled, then we would be in the kingdom of heaven. Then there wouldn't be pedophilia running around. There wouldn't be sodomites running around. There wouldn't be GMO foods. There wouldn't be deforestation. There wouldn't be extinct animals or endangered species out there, so on and so forth. There wouldn't be pollution. All right? You see? These Christians, the things, like I said, are starting to click with them. That's why they're getting afraid. And this is why they're panicking right now. All right? But, I just wanted to do a lesson on how, these Edomites are just getting exposed, and they're scared of their judgment, man. All right? But, that's pretty much that. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom and a Baba Ball.